From reckless nuclear threats by Pakistan's army chief to Washington's growing warmth towards Islamabad, the shifting equations in global politics raise serious concerns for South Asia. The strain in U.S. India relations after the recent tariff dispute has further fueled speculation that Pakistan may be gaining an upper hand. But what does this mean for regional security, terrorism, and the Kashmir issue? To decode these developments, we are joined by Dr. Deepankar Sen Gupta, a geopolitical expert and professor of economics at the University of Jammu. Hello, sir. Welcome to our show. So my first question is, how do you assess the current global situation where Pakistan appears to be gaining an upper hand following the recent strain in U.S.-India relations after the tariff dispute?
Now, look at the manner in which Pakistan has been playing up to this particular administration. They have been flattering him by saying that he should be given the Nobel Prize, number one. Number two, they have been flattering him by implying that he was the one who brought the Indo-Pak conflict to an end, when it was very well known that Pak was at the receiving end, and the only thing they did to India was to convey Pakistan's problems, and India said, only if they come through our DGMO will we accede to such a request. And the third, Pakistan's offer on cryptocurrency. Reports are that this particular administration is heavily into cryptocurrency, which itself I think is a very alarming thing.
During his visit to the US, Pakistan Army Chief General Asim Munir reportedly said, "We'll take down half the world." How do you interpret this nuclear threat by General Munir?
There are two things. One is, this is Pakistan being irresponsible again. There was American academic Stephen Cohen who said Pakistan is the only country that blackmails others by holding a gun to its own head. So this is basically a blackmail where they are saying we will take down half the world, including Pakistan. So these threats should not be taken seriously. Pakistan always thought that because they had nuclear arms, that they would be able to do anything in India without India responding because of a threat of nuclear war. I think over a number of years and a number of occasions, India has shown to Pakistan that this is not the case. That you do something stupid, we will do something deliberate. As we did most recently, where we blew up their air bases, cratered their runways and destroyed their aircraft. We destroyed their assets, we made them paralyzed. So this is something that Pakistan knows. So if the so-called Field Marshal Munir is playing to audiences in Pakistan to show that Pakistan is not afraid at all, it is his business. What is alarming is that he made this statement while in the United States itself. And when he said we will take down half the world, did he include the United States or the allies of the United States? The United States fails to understand that the majority of the Pakistanis are anti-US, to the point that many of them support terror activities in the United States. I think American will have to be struck once more to realize how dangerous Pakistan actually is.
So Pakistan has long been accused internationally of supporting terrorism. Even the US Special Forces found 9/11 mastermind Osama bin Laden hiding in Abbottabad. Despite this, why is the US showing increased closeness to Pakistan?
Trump has embarked on a policy of imposing tariffs on a lot of countries. He claims to be the ultimate deal maker, peacemaker. So far, none of the areas or the conflicts where he has entered can he credibly say that he is a peacemaker. He says he has two successes. One is he brought the Indo-Pak conflict to a close, which he did not. His administration conveyed their worries to India, and India set terms under which it will stop attacking Pakistan. Those terms were conveyed to Pakistan. Pakistan called us. They conveyed their acceptance of these particular terms, whereupon India stopped. So his peace achievements are dubious. His tariffs have not worked with any economy so far. So he is trying to claim success by saying that we have a successful deal with Pakistan and a successful deal with Bangladesh. And these two countries are playing up his ego. That is why in an area and in a series of initiatives where nothing seems to be working, you have Pakistan massaging his ego, and therefore they have decided that at this point in time, they will forget Pakistan's involvement in terror and consider Pakistan as a friend.
Could this renewed US Pakistan engagement have an impact on the Kashmir issue, with Islamabad possibly seeking US support for its so called claim over Kashmir?
It could. You see, right now, the Americans are trying, using all levers to basically get India to agree to their terms, both with respect to the purchase of Russian oil as long as the FTA. So it could. But the fact is, as a lot of people have said, what happens in Jammu and Kashmir actually depends on India's policy response. The only lever that Pakistan has is to push terror across the encourage terrorism in this particular state. As long as India's actions in Pakistan in this case are robust, Pakistan will know what it can do, what it can't do. The Americans per se have no leverage. If they take the matter to the Security Council, you will always have countries like France and Russia vetoing it. See, all this while in the Security Council, it was China who was towing the Pakistan line on Kashmir. It may be possible that Americans may also tow the Pakistani line on Kashmir. But you have two other members of the Security Council which will side with India, which means that legally what American can do about it is fairly limited.
Do you foresee a rise in terror incidents in Jammu and Kashmir as a result of this emerging geopolitical situation?
Let us not rule it out. But then the solution for tackling terror remains the same as before. That if it is Pakistani inspired, hit Pakistan. But if it is domestic, our domestic security grid is working so fine that the number of terror incidents in Jammu and Kashmir involving local terrorists is practically zero. You have seen these spectacular attacks from time to time, and within no time at all, our security forces have understood where they come from and they have been neutralized. A Pulwama or a Pahalgam will or may take place. You know where they will come from, and then you do whatever you did before. And this time, the government of India has warned the Pakistani military that this time, if an attack takes place, we will assume that this attack has been ordered by the Pakistani military and we will act accordingly. I think the Pakistani military does not want to scrap with India. So, let us see. I am hopeful, but the appropriate policy in these times is to hope for the best, but expect the worst.
Thank you so much for sharing your insights, sir.
Thank you for having me on the show.